Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Bring It Dawn. Let's storm our own palace.
I always have a backup plan.
The servitor appears unharmed and completely indifferent to the carnage unfolding around it. Knows to stay in its lane.
Unexpected result.
The bodies are mutilated and gutted. Once luxurious clothes of brocade and silk are completely saturated with blood.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Also placed there for a second. Make sure we get all the experience we can.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Hey! Xenos scum! You don't belong in this galaxy.
Are you challenging me, Phil?
Not sure why my main character, I guess he has less movement.
I understand your intent. If it serves your cause. I hear you moving. No more.
Well, fine.
If I must.
Horror awaits.
Let's see to it.
Your reckoning is due. A work for a flesh crafter. Be gone. I refuse.
The large patch was released
Just a minor setback.
before this episode. It was patch 1.5. I think that's why this showed up. I thought this had popped up in a previous patch. Oh, it's probably major changes. To give you a free respec for any of the major changes. I have to look at the patch notes, haven't done that yet.
Death comes in silence. I shall not fail. As honor ordains.
Let me educate you on the art of pain.
Come, the other side
Can't
awaits.
be over.
Covered in Drukhari blood and his own, Achilles Scalander looks around with a haunted expression on his face. He finally manages to focus his gaze on you and lets out a barely audible gasp. God Emperor preserve me. Could it be? Is it truly you, your lordship? He is struck by an excruciating coughing fit, his hand grasping for his respirator on its golden chain, but it is missing. The interrogator examines the room, the evidence of a struggle and Achilles himself. You did well. You held your own. I'm glad we made it in time. Your influence has made Heinrichs more merciful. Achilles frowns, presses his burnt lips together, and drops his gaze. And yet I still failed you. Are you alright, Achilles? You're too kind to me, your lordship. We have more important matters to consider than a few broken ribs. Please do not trouble yourself about it. Inspect Achilles' wounds. Achilles' body is covered in an unthinkable number of cuts and injuries. The Drukhari put great effort into filling his every moment with searing pain. However, none of his wounds are life-threatening. His wounds are shallow. The foe did not want to cut his thread, and yet each wound has touched a nerve to plunge the victim into a pit of agony. Every cut is a message, not to us, but to the one whose body has become a sheet of parchment. Bella's lip curls in disgust. A message of unclean words. Administer first aid. Your past efforts pay off. Your knowledge of Medicae allows you to stop the bleeding in several areas and somewhat ease his pain. You shouldn't have wasted your time on me, your lordship. What happened here? When the report came from orbit about the Xenos attack, I was in the Administratum halls, resolving the matter of your succession. I rushed to my shuttle and prayed to the God Emperor that I would reach the palace before they struck. But before I could get rid of all the pics and documents I'd gathered, the palace was besieged. I had to take a risk and burn it all. The Xenos surrounded me when I was setting fire to the last remaining orders, and they decided to have fun with me. Achilles closes his eyes shut. Holy Emperor, deliver me from the memories. They tortured you. Why? Why? Achilles lets out a slight chuckle. Such is the nature of the enemies of humanity, your lordship. They have a taste for our pain. What did you tell them? Achilles looks you in the eye, his gaze unexpectedly clear. Nothing. But they didn't ask me anything. They didn't look for anything. They didn't so much as poke around the place. Strange. Is the Drukhari's favorite pastime to torture people for amusement? I doubt they had any inkling you were an agent of the Inquisition. Or it is that you do not remember anything, Marazhai, and it was their intent that you did not. By the yawn of the darkest abyss, Achilles, why did my expert on Xenos fail to prevent the Drukhari assault? I focused all my attention on investigating the attacks across your protectorate. I suspected that there was something bigger behind the Xenos attacks, but an assault on the Rogue Trader's capital, foolhardy, even for Drukhari, I never have thought. He closes his eyes, grimacing with guilt. And therein lies the reason for your failure, burnt Marazhai. Your mind was narrow, as the minds of your kind are wont to be. Achilles shoots Owlcat a hateful look and mutters through his teeth. I am aware. You notice a brief flash of sympathy in Owlcat's eyes. There's no wisdom in blaming yourself. A Marazhai's intellect is weak, can never fathom the depths of my dark kin's treachery and twistedness of thought. Had there been another Marazhai in your place, the paths of fate would have remained unchanged. Were you able to glean anything from your attackers? His burnt lips twist into a bitter smile. Oddly enough, I was, your lordship. Drukhari had no idea a mere Adeptus Administratum secretary could understand their alien speech. While they were deliberating over how they were going to kill me, they mentioned that other Marazhai had been helping them all this time. Renegades or pirates, or something of the sort. It will take time to identify these traitors to humanity, but I give you my word that they will pay for what happened on Dargonus. That's enough talking, Achilles. I'll contact Clementia and have her summon a Medicae. Get out of the palace while you can. Gritting his teeth, Achilles bows and withdraws to the gatehouse in front of the palace. I have to bow, he has broken ribs. The control panel is broken. The machine spirit has left this machine forever.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Broken furniture, tattered fabric, bloodstains. Someone in this room put up a desperate defense against the Xenos. Hey, a power maul. Does less max damage. Among numerous mutilations of the bodies, thin cuts are barely distinguishable. This is the work of a skilled torturer, not enraged fighters. Can I read this one? Same as the other one.
I am at your service.
You cannot trick death. It will claim me one day.
Is there money to be made?
Too hard for a simple monkey.
What do we do? Oh, hey, there's a guy. Praise the Emperor, it's you. I thought it was those...
Take heed, rogue trader.
My success was
You
inevitable.
might actually say it's a trap when you
A
approach.
trivial task.
Let us not dawdle.
Xenos, they're inside already. We cannot stop them. May the Emperor have mercy on our souls. These are facing the wrong way. I guess they're universal. That's a terrible idea, because then the defenses can be turned into the attacker's advantage. The aristocrat. This person is still breathing. Deep punctures in their chest leave no chance that they will survive. Marazhai casually gestures with his hand, either welcoming you or inviting you to admire the brutalized hall. At last, I was beginning to think that your lumbering bucket had perished on the way back. Such a resolution would have satisfied neither you nor me, would it? The sight of a Xenos lounging on the dynastic throne makes Abelard's face turn crimson. What? How did... You will cease defiling a relic of the Imperium with your presence, Xenos scum. What, this abomination? Drukhari taps a finger on the armrest. With pleasure. But first, I'll finish my conversation with your master, Monkai. Drukhari freezes for a moment. Oh, I can feel your anger, your rage, and your pain from witnessing the state of your halls. I trusted that you would appreciate our efforts here. I could have long vanished in the tangles of the webway without awaiting your arrival, Monkai. But I could not refuse myself the small pleasure of savoring your torment at the sight of what I have done to your home. You're still with him, cousin. Marazhai's voice is dripping with saccharine mockery. How fares your search for your lost family? Or is it being a Monkai's beck and call occupying all your thoughts and time? You'll be silent, Dark One, or I'll silence you myself. Why did you attack the palace? The sole thing that your kind is good for, Monkai, is your ability to suffer. I have long been surfeited with this physical pain. You can provide it in abundance from their cages in Kimura. The pain of the soul, on the other hand, is a rare delight. After all, I had to recompense you for all the trouble you've caused me. However, did I not give you a gracious gift as well? That pesky, meddling Tazara who harrowed your little worlds for so long. You have garnered her head, and I, a peaceful existence where she is not constantly in my way. It gives you a thin smile. Die at the hands of a Monkai is the worst possible punishment for a champion of the gladiatorial arenas of Kimura. Her final moments were torturous. Tazara was under the impression that we were working together. What nonsense did you put in her head? The pompous waste of skin thought that I would associate with Monkai. I wish I did not leave her death to you, and instead cut out her heart myself. Still, to take note of my interest in your person is quite perceptive. Even more so for brainless arena witch. Now that our meeting has taken place, my business here is done. I spent enough time in real space. It is time to bid you goodbye.
I don't want to leave you all alone. You wouldn't appreciate that, would you? Cabalites of the Reaving Tempest, I leave this monkey to you. Enjoy yourselves!
I will wipe your disgusting presence out of existence.
You'll suffer exquisitely.
You will pay an even greater price.
Woe to you!
I approach the designated position.
Well,
Tremble.
there's that, I guess.
It's all. Mere pain won't stop me.
I feel like they upped the ante on this fight a little bit.
One of us would be enough. The order is clear.
On it. You never stood a chance. I'll make it happen.
You've unleashed my fury.
It's as good as done.
Well, we took out one enemy. And almost another one. Ow.
The shadows will see it done.
A work for a Pathfinder. Your suffering will sustain me.
We are the bane of lesser creatures.
For the throne's glory. I won't object to it. The Inquisition sends their regards.
Oh, we tried.
Success is
There we
the
go.
only outcome I accept.
They still get command off?
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
I'll ignore you for now. Nice. Ablar put in some work at least. We got 2 enemies. Both of them were softened up, but still. I don't want to keep running up to my main character and then trying to run away. I think we stunned that guy. Yeah, mobilized. I think it was a willpower check, right, with that weapon, which is, I think, well, we got a second attack.
Orders supersede pain.
I'll see to it personally. Who if not me? I won't compromise my principles.
She is here.
I'll make it happen. On it. I'll make it happen.
That was an efficient use of that heroic ability.
Crossing me.
I landed 2 attacks.
I've faced worse than this.
Tear your heart out for this.
The Drukhari just Scooby-Dooed.
I am your blade and shield. Trust me.
You call this a strike?
Naturally. But of course, Lord Captain. Nothing stands against me. Let's see to it.
I've suffered worse. Reduced to dust.
Nice. Nice indeed.
My place is at the fore. I will do like you. One fewer target. It will be done. Target well struck. Victory is imminent. An exemplary strike. It will be done. Grey hair.
I should be using this as well. Well, too late now.
You will pay for this.
I was looking at my action points.
My ears are ringing.
A colossal mistake.
Yeah, I
You've
make a
got
lot
a
of
job
those.
to do, Glato. Even my dog wouldn't do that. Let's test our skills, Glato. Glato, we're undertaking this task.
Oh,
Accepted.
sure.
It's as good as... I'll make it happen.
Target well struck.
9 whole damage.
I'll see to it personally.
As honor ordains. Trust me.
Your last stroke of luck. Woe to you.
My artifice is unsurpassed.
That was rude.
The Emperor is on our side. For the throne's glory.
You are doomed!
Let's see to it. I'll put my psychic abilities to use. I won't object to it.
A tactically sound approach.
Actually, you know what? Different idea.
An exemplary strike.
Done.
I'd rather
That's pretty good. I have a charge left, but
I will do my duty.
The best defense is a good offense.
Waste of time.
alright, fine. I won't pick him up.
Guilty. No heretic escapes punishment.
Just to make sure.
Who, if not me, I won't let it define me. Just as I planned. I'll see to it personally.
As the killing brings me no pleasure.
Let's see to it.
Easy peasy. Hey, reinforcements just in time. Your lordship. Hey, she's got a portrait now. Must have been added with a patch. Your lordship. Thanks to your breakthrough, we're able to clear out the estate. Right now, with the aid of your ship's augers from orbit, surface troops are sweeping the streets of the Hive. Squads have been sent deeper to the city. Several units have been assigned. My apologies, of course, you learn all of this from the reports. Your appearance on Dargonus is a boon from the God Emperor, who has brought us salvation. On behalf of all of Dargonus and House Versarion, I thank you for delivering us from our foes. I was doing my duty, nothing more. And by your will, you have preserved countless lives, your lordship. Dargonus owes you a debt that can never be repaid. We'll continue the cleanup of the estate and the neighboring territories. We must deal with the rubble, the corpses, and any other after effects of the fighting. The surviving forces will be enough to repel any sporadic enemy attacks if any are launched. According to the latest reports, the xenos are pulling out en masse. If other matters require your attention, I won't detain you any longer. Please allow us to ensure that Dargonus is returned to its former glory. Return to the ship. Seems straightforward.
I always keep my options open.
There was dialogue here. I think people had insinuated it meant something darker than what it actually was. The ceremonial throne of the head of the Von Valancius dynasty. Without further detail. Oh, maybe it's over here. Father. Father, stop. Too fast. Yeah, that's the one. People... who's there? I can't see.
Keep your wits about you.
This guy died. Or there is a corpse here. Thought it was. Alright. We can vacate the premises and turn to the ship.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Wasn't too bad. I mean, earlier it wasn't much help, but outside of her, not too shabby. I could have parked her in a better position, but it's fine. Also could have tried not to run away, but then she couldn't shoot her weapon, so really what's the point? She has a melee weapon equipped. I guess I could have used that. But that's what hindsight is for.
Or get left in the dust.
I think Heinrich says the coolest looking armor in the game. Yeah, I like these big pauldrons. Welcome back, Lord Captain. In your absence, we assisted the ground forces by coordinating their movements from orbit. Detailed casualty and damage reports have been submitted for your perusal. It is with the deepest awe that I inform you that the timely intervention and the resilience of the world's defenders managed to break the back of the raid, which had threatened to turn into a protracted war. Dargona suffered losses, but the Hive has sufficient capacity to restore the administrative networks and industries as expeditiously as possible. The order remains intact despite the insidious blow dealt by the xenos. I've been given Scalander's reports that he failed to deliver in time. They indicate that xenos activity dropped sharply after you departed for the Cinerus Maleficum. Considering the scale of the Dargonis raid, it's safe to assume that Drukhari used up all the forces at their disposal, and may now require some time to replenish the losses. Achilles is presently recuperating from his severe wounds, and without his aid, we're temporarily blind to the scheming of these enemies of humanity. However, our strategists are still hoping for a lull in attacks and raids, which will allow us to gather our strength for a new conflict. Quest complete. Calibrated heavy stubber. Won't be using that. Tactical boots. Whenever an enemy attempts to make an attack of opportunity against the wearer, the enemy is pushed back by one cell before the attack is able to hit the wearer. Might be worth it for Iliot, being our only range companion. A targeting visor. Increases the wearer's chances to hit targets at a range of 10 or further by 20%. And Warp Guide Staff. Allies gain 3 additional MP on their first turn. I need to go through and get rid of a lot of this stuff as well. That'd probably give us a few ranks. These guys. Thunderstrike macro cannons. Short range dorsal macro cannons just fire 2 shots, dealing 21 damage per shot. I will not be using that. And some scrap boxes. Actually, we're almost done with his stuff for this act anyway. Tough calibrating goggles. So where successful single attacks inflict stun on the target for 1 round if the target fails a willpower resistance test with a -5 penalty. Interesting. Yeah, so the one she currently has, I think it's better. Because whenever she applies Navigator power to an ally. I'm not going to use any of the last guns anyway, so I can just drop all that junk. Bowhammer, I don't mind. We have one equipped, don't we? No, we have 2 balls equipped. Character looks pretty cool. I wouldn't mind a larger shield, but eventually I plan on using these when we find more of them. Has a higher block chance by default, an extra 5%. But you don't get any of the other bonuses until you find more of those copies. And 35% on this guy. 1 deflection, 12% parry, and reduces incoming energy, fire, and shock damage by 35% is excellent for a tank. Can't beat it. This one's a little odd because you have to block in order to get the temporary wound, so this one's probably better because it's guaranteed deflection. Then we'll rock that for now. Then a blind, that's whatever. I see the higher block chance for him. Because he's not usually in melee. I just want him to block range attacks, so like the other bonuses like temporary health and stuff isn't as important. Then we'll rock that for now. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time we'll probably just leave this area. We'll check in on the colonies, and we'll start heading towards that one system to the north, where we met with the King of Distortion, because he sent us away, and there's a planet we can land on. That's our next priority, getting to that planet, making landfall. I think it's the Gene Stealer one. Not to spoil anything, it may not be. It may be to the west. But either way, that's our next destination. But either way for now, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.